I created a Mac Miller Good AM shadowbox. Let's get into it. Man, every time I get into Mac Miller's music or every time I start listening to a new album, somebody unfortunately passes on me, you know? And recently, I had my niece Zariah, who was murdered on July 4th. So it's with heavy heart that I'm creating a shadowbox. But I'm creating it because this is how I grieve. I don't know how else to grieve. I just get to work and I start doing things and I start creating. But the first time that this happened and I realized it, I was listening to Mac Miller and my dad passed away. And it's just like instantaneously I listen to his music and just get drawn to it, and then I start listening every day. But this shadow box was relatively easy for me to make, to be real honest with you. If you know anything about Mac Miller's Good AM album cover, you know that it's not a whole lot there, but he talks a lot about his struggles and his addictions. So I know you guys are looking at what's inside. It represents heaven, but it also represents his addiction, because it looks like a bunch of pills, but it also looks like clouds as well because he's in heaven. But you know, I create these shadow boxes for other people's wall, but this one in particular is gonna be on my wall in memory of Zariah. The only one that could probably pry this out of my hands is probably my brother. But I was gonna take some time to talk about the person who actually is creating stories and the person who actually did this act. But you know what? I'm not even finna give them no shine. Not on this one. I wanna talk about my niece. I want to talk about a beautiful soul who was snuffed out at 17 years old, pregnant, and I want to talk about how beautiful her soul was. Obviously, she was struggling to find love as well too, but I know she got that love. I know she went to heaven. I know God was ready for her. And you know what I mean? Like, she was a beautiful soul, like just trying to find her way through life, and she was happy to be a mom. And she was took to way too soon. So just keep my family in y'all's prayers, y'all. One love. I'm out.